While most New Zealanders live in suburban areas, the clean, green pastoral image of New Zealand continues to dominate. The image both represents New Zealand to overseas countries and reminds New Zealanders of who they are. What is seen as the real New Zealand is the one shown on brochures and in television commercials. Every year, 1/3 of New Zealanders leave behind their suburban lives to go camping. New Zealanders contribute to around 63% of all tourist spending in the country. Therefore, the attractions are not only sold overseas, but are promoted as a leisurable refuge for New Zealanders. Camping is promoted as a way of life which every New Zealander seems to share. It is a cultural practice which gives people the imagined idea that they are similar to others of their nation, that they have something in common with other New Zealanders. While in reality, people are a multitude of ethnicities, cultural practices like camping create a shared identity.
The culture of New Zealand, as I've observed, whether or not it's true, is outdoorsy, and it's pure New Zealand, and it's getting amongst nature. Now, camping grounds are a big part of that, and accessibility to the coast is another big part of that. We wouldn't be on this beautiful island if we wouldn't be, loving the water and running off to it as many times as possible throughout the year. So yeah, to me it's inherent in the culture, and it is an affront on the culture if these were taken away.
I don't know, it's just a cultural identity, being part of a community, being part of a nation. I mean, the values and everything that we hold dear being a Kiwi, fresh air, clean water, clean green New Zealand, rugby and shit like that.
Embracing the lifestyle and the culture.
I think it's sort of part of our heritage that we've known, that we've sort of grown up with beaches, and it's important to us because we enjoy the beach, I think, and the outdoors and the sunshine and fresh air.
So why do New Zealanders go camping? Why do they travel sometimes several hundred kilometres just to get to the more scenic parts of their country?
Just the outdoors, it's just a different way of life than the everyday mundane thing of staying inside and cooking inside and so forth. It's great for kids too, growing up, to be able to get out in the outdoors.
It's great for the kids, you never see them, so it's good. And we just can relax, and it's not sort of the hustle and bustle of everyday life. You're not so structured here.
I like not being in civilization, of getting away from everything.
I know, it's just a different level of life. We're living in this material world where everything around us is so fabricated, and then just waking up every morning and being able to see the sea, not from your $1 million batch on Takapuna Beach or something like that. It's just more natural.
Oh, because we're so busy, and it's just nice to get away, and where it's kind of a bit of a rugged adventure, I guess.
Well, you can relax and just play with my friends, relax, get away from the city.
When New Zealanders perform typically Kiwi rituals such as cooking sausages on the barbecue, they are unconsciously imagining themselves to share a culture with others of their nation. New Zealanders imagine they have something in common with other New Zealanders through these rituals. Outdoor activities such as fishing and camping have come to be seen as Kiwi activities, and therefore when New Zealanders perform these activities, they see themselves as being Kiwi.
Good time by here. Yeah, I'll bring you guys maybe drink freaking tequila.
Camping is not only a way of getting outdoors, but it is also a way of socialising, and meeting other Kiwis who share in the culture.
And holiday is sort of frowned upon, and new people moving in, they've got a sort of a period of, I guess you'd call initiation, whether you're a full-time resident or a passerby. And there's also that culture there as well. But I think for the people that use the camping grounds for their purpose, which is short-term accommodation, yeah, the culture there is great. The same people come back year after year, play with the same families, grow up with the same families, and form sort of lifelong friendships.
Normally there's another chap parked here that lives here virtually permanently, but he is away visiting his daughter at the moment. Although he did call in last night and said g'day when he knew that I was here.
Because we're here, we go and talk to other people, and we get to know, as I say, their family quite well, and they get to know mine, and that's what it's really just like a neighbourhood, really. It's like a little village.
There's a number of people up here and here that I've sort of met in here through camping up here in the last few months, but even down south I met and knew lots of people.
We don't always turn up here at the same time. It's always very busy around Christmas and New Year, obviously, but as now in the school holidays there's hardly anybody here, but I know the names of the people around us, and it's very supportive in terms of security and friendliness.
1/3 of New Zealanders leave behind the scenic, pastoral parts of New Zealand, the real New Zealand, to go back to their busy, bustling, suburban lives. They may go back to seeing the concrete of the cities, but the images of the countryside stay with them in their imaginations. So what constitutes a Kiwi? If New Zealanders don't go camping or experience outdoor living, does this make them less of a Kiwi? Is the nation in fact an imagined community? Do people inherently belong to a nation? Or are they only people, alone, with the need to belong to something bigger?
Walk around the beach together, we stand for the right to be, for the right to be Kiwi, for the right to be proud, for the right to be one nation.